Hey, what's up, guys? Today I bring you a spider deck. Oh, nice. Anyway, um, yeah, this deck is pretty good. 100 LP in Masters right now. I didn't play it a lot because no, I've been kind of busy. Uh, I'm still busy, but it's okay. Yeah, this deck I really wanted to get some quick games in, so I was like, hey, spiders are coming back in. I think it's one of the better aggro decks right now. I don't know if it's the best one, but um, fast games, so even if you lose, like it's really good to climb. Um, because as long as you like win more than you lose, even if you have like a 51% win rate, you'll probably climb fast. Yeah, pretty fast. Anyways, this is my version of spiders. I think a lot of people are getting baited into like unnecessary cards, um, that are pretty bad for the deck. So, yeah. Firstly, I'm just gonna go over some bad cards that I took out that are in common versions, Grenadier and Demolitionist. Demolitionist is really easy to get interrupted and is a finisher, but I don't believe you have to run it. You can, it's not like the worst option in the world, and Grenadier, I just don't like Grenadier, it's why. I much rather prefer Sentries, which a lot of people are not running. Um, and Unspeakable Horror, because like if you look at the Nightfall cards it generates you, like yeah, it's one damage drain, I guess, but like um it can generate, sorry, it's not only these, but it's like everything, right? Yeah, it generates you some pretty bad cards very often that you don't need. um yeah, anyways, let's get on to the actual deck. Firstly, I'm just gonna go through the mulligan right now. Keep one drops. You don't have to keep onlooker. If you're attacking on evens and you have a second one drop, then keep onlooker. Keep horror only if attacking on evens, and you won't get punished for only developing horror. Uh, so yeah, basically keep at least in most hands. Evens on odds. Um, I would keep these. Um, and that's kind of the mulligan. That's very easy mulligan to understand, right? Anyways. Yeah, let's get into the deck. Basically, you go face and kill your opponent. You just care about their life total. You don't really care that much about yours unless they're also running aggro. And you're just trying to race them down. So, firstly, we have Triple Rearguard, one of the staple Noxus aggro cards, pretty much in every Noxus aggro deck. Also, Saboteur in, in every Noxus aggro deck, sometimes as a 2-of, but usually a 3-of in like Pirates and even Poppy Ziggs, etc. Mark of the Isles. A lot of people don't run this card. I really like it as a 2-of. It gives surprise burst lethals, and for 1 mana, like people often don't play around it for some reason. Even in Masters, some people just don't play around this card. And yeah, it's just really good because you're generating like free spiders with House Spider and Elise. Um, so yeah, you often go like wider than your opponents, and yeah, it's just very easy to get an extra 2 damage for 1 mana, which is really great. Also, you can like push trades if you really have to. Precious Pet, as a 3-of, this is not really used as much as these two in Noxus aggro deck, but this is a spider deck, and this is spider, so it can level up Elise. Also, it's a good turn 1 play. Onlooker, using Shadow Owl's aggro decks, staple for Shadow Owl's aggro pretty much. This is basically a 1 mana deal for oftentimes if you play early game, because a lot of people don't have fear persistent blockers on turn 2. Surprise, surprise. Arachnoid Horror, same story except it's 3 damage, and you don't need Nightfall to trigger, but it's 1 extra mana. Is honestly, I debated cutting this down to a 2-of. I don't think it's like that good or like that necessary, but yeah, you could just cut this to a 2-of if you want. But it helps level up Elise, so that's kind of nice. Battlecaster, like I said, you're going wider than your opponent. So Battlecaster makes sense in this list. A lot of people do not run Battlecaster. I am a big fan of Battlecaster in Spiders because it's very easy to fill up your board and just mow them down with Battlecaster. One Battlecaster attack, even if he dies, because he's often going to get blocked, it generates so much value. It's pretty insane. Brothers Bond again. It's 2 mana deal 4, oftentimes, and it is permanent attack. It is a grant, so like if you're up against a deck that doesn't have a lot of fearsome blocks, like fearsome blockers, this could oftentimes be like a deal 8 for 2 mana. It's pretty nuts. We have triple Elise because she levels up. You oftentimes win the game, and she generates free spiders to cast Bond, Fervor, or Stone Mark on, and yeah, super good card. House Spider in this list can be used on offense or defense, but oftentimes used just again to go wide, swarm the opponents. Yeah, Sentry. This is pretty much a finisher. I do run it over Skitter because I don't think Skitter is like that necessary in the list, and oftentimes you're just finishing the game. Oh yeah, I don't run Stalking Shadows. If you're on Stalking Shadows, run Skitter because you kind of need it. And then we have triple Doom Beast as a finisher. This is all your finisher, all your burn. And yeah, watch out for board sweeps with like Avalanche and stuff. Be aware developing into like failure decks, and yeah, you should be fine. Anyway, that's all. Hope you guys enjoy. If you want to try the deck, it's down below in the description. And yeah, let's get into the games. Alright, looks like we're up against Ash Nox with no second champ. Very interesting. We're gonna keep our 1 drop, of course. Now the question is, do we keep a horror or do we kick and go for nastier opening? In this case, I think this deck probably runs Archer, so I'll actually kick this and go for a triple 1 drop, because if I just develop that, it's just gonna get Archered, right? House Spider's better too. Elise is also better. So I'm kind of glad I kicked it there. We're gonna play the Elise. If he archers, we're gonna go ahead and just solo swap.
A true Freljordian welcome.
I'm okay with this. You have a nice House Spider into Bond. Ooh, actually, yeah, we're just gonna Spider Pet Culling, I'm guessing. We should have Precious first, I guess. Oh, Avalanche, yeah. Usually these decks don't run Avalanche, so that's like kind of shitty for me.
Who's my favorite?
We could probably open with a Bond. We open? No, I think this is worth developing. Because yeah, okay. I was gonna say second Avalanche would be pretty devastating. So tip, you always attack with Battlecaster after, so it buffs the spider, right? And we're gonna go ahead and Brothers Bond this. And unblock the Battlecaster first. Okay, this is why we bond after, because he could also have had Brittle, right? So do we care about killing this or pushing more damage? It's not really a fearsome blocker, so we're just gonna push the fearsome damage and then let our Battlecaster die. He did his job. This gave us an extra 3 damage pretty much. Mark is good.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
That's fine.
Avarosans, stand together.
Okay, this is a fearsome blocker, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Mark. And we can also go ahead and develop a Doom Beast, which is quite nice. There's a Brittle. That's unfortunate.
So young.
We get to develop the Doom Beast. And looks like we have a nice Brothers Bond into Decimate here. Yep, my Spider spawns. He should block that and probably the Doom Beast, and then we Brothers Bond this and this. See if he has any Frostbites here, or Troll Transfer.
Look out for Reavers.
The Mark last turn might have been a bit greedy, but I mean it worked out. We got to develop this and open. That is a weird block to me. Because I might just let this there instead of going for Brother's Bond.
Look out for reavers.
Yeah, that's better. Now I have to Brother's Bond, right? I don't have to, but it's like... I might as well force out the Frostbite, right? Oh, there's a second troll chat. So we're definitely gonna push damage here with the second Brother's Bond. And then Decimate to finish him off. And yeah, interesting deck from him. I'm not sure what it is. Is it just solo Ash without... Because like, Ash Sedge or Ash LeBlanc is definitely better than solo Ash here. Yeah, really weird. Alright, last game, let's get into the next one. Alright. Shyvana Aurelian. Okay. Against dragons. This can be annoying because they could have like a lot of healing. Depends on the version really that they're going. Do I go for a nasty opener or do I just keep the horror? I think horror's like decent to keep here. Yeah, I think it's okay. So we drop pet. Probably horror next round. Probably has the challenger dragon thing. Oh no, no mind. So he ended up getting the triple one drop, which is really nice. Especially if he has nothing. This is really good for us. 9 damage. And it's turn 2. Imagine if that was... I guess Rigor is the best thing. Yeah, we're just not gonna block this. We're just gonna play House Spider, Rearguard, and then go for a full attack next round. Because if we develop, right? If we develop, we run the risk of Sunforger, and I don't like Sunforgers blocking the attack. Yeah, pretty nice attack. He has no mana for Judgment. This looks like a single here. Go ahead and mark this. Actually, mark doesn't really do a lot. We can mark to either push damage, or we just let this through. In this case, I'm just gonna let this through. I think we'll like forever have a wider board. Firstly, secondly,
I am more
he's
than
in
I
Decimate
seem.
range.
I have my orders.
Alright, yep, Decimate, please. Okay, no, it's fine. So the question is, do we play around Judgment? Crescendum probably. Severum. That makes a lot of sense. He's gonna heal quite a bit here.
Suffer my fury.
Too bad we don't have Fervor, otherwise this would be pretty game here. But whatever, he's just healing 7. Wow, 1 turn late. Alright, I could try play around Judgment, but I don't think there's a point. I think you just go for it. Oh wow. Oh wait, I'm just dumb. He has 6 mana. Let's do this. Push the extra damage if he has single. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these games are super fast. This deck's like OP for climbing. Alright. Let's go into next game. Alright, we're actually up against Grappler playing LeBlanc Scion. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we'll just do this. I like it. I have no idea what this deck is.
Where's my axe?
Play real card. Nice, you got the 3 damage in.
Don't worry, I won't say a word.
Sure. What am I playing here? Next turn, we're probably playing a 2 into a 1. So, we just play Elise here, I guess.
I know what lurks in the
Could have played House
shadows.
Spider. I'm aware. I don't think it's really that necessary. Since we're probably playing it this turn anyway. Let's start with Pet.
Who's my favorite? It is you.
No
Yes.
Avalanche. Wow. Yikes. Does he have Avalanche?
I'll do better this time.
I'm gonna open, or not open, but I'm not gonna develop a second thing. Just out of fear of Avalanche.
Well, tongue-tied. Speak.
Could this be?
Tongue-tied.
Culling? Culling maybe? Oh, Whirling. Sure. Interesting.
Look past me.
Yeah, I'm actually going to play Elise.
I pull the strings.
And if he has Avalanche, now.
I hate having to
Oh.
put my face on.
Okay, we just start an Elise level now.
My move.
I have my orders. My true beauty is beneath the skin.
Yeah, this is okay. There's a sigil.
Right
I
where
like to
I
see
want
that.
you.
Interesting he did it on that instead of Elise.
Took the bait.
I'm just gonna pass. Because we win next turn, pretty much. I'm just gonna not deal with that. Oh wow.
These stories were true.
Yeah, I'll block a little bit. Out of necessity. I could just kill that and remove it as a blocker. Okay, we're just gonna develop this because we don't need the extra damage on it. Ooh. Okay, so this is just a Yeti deck. We won. And we had 2 burn cards on top of that. Alright, this deck's just broken. I mean, it was a Yeti deck, but still. Nice. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.